Yeah.
Is that a quality that you will bring to this Arsenal side?
Yeah.
Has it been there?
I don't know. I will find out very quickly. But we have to be dominant. We have to show passion, and we have to show aggression. And I want to attack. I want to dominate the opponent. I want the opponent to play in their own half, and I have to be able to tell the players what's going to happen before it happens. And if that's the case, they will feel more secure. They will sleep better the night before, and they will be confident when they step in.
The youngest manager in the Premier League in his first job at one of the biggest teams in the league. He spoke about ruthlessness. That's a very short version of the interview. He spoke about his non-negotiables: respect, commitment, and passion. Those are three things that were lacking in the team. Arsenal fans were crying for some passion. You see players pulling out of 50-50 challenges. We barely win challenges on the pitch. Half of football is battles. You need to win your one-on-one battles on the pitch. Respect the badge of Arsenal Football Club. Respect the institution, the company. Respect the fans that pay exorbitant prices, coming to games week in, week out, day in, day out. And play with commitment. Play for your teammates. Play for your manager. And play for your pride. Pride in yourself and pride for the institution that Arsenal has been lacking. Players without backbone, a team without structure. It is sad, or it was sad. The team we're looking at right now, this team with a good goalkeeper on his way to being a great goalkeeper. 4 defenders. 3 out of those 4 defenders are warriors. Ben White, William Saliba, and Gibe Magalhaes. Incredible warriors. 2 warriors in the center of the pitch in Granit Xhaka and Thomas Partey. You can go to war with these guys. And an effervescent forward line. Constantly pressing, constantly trying to tread in the passes, constantly trying to go at opponents consistently. You fail, you get up, you stand up, you do it over and over and over and over and over and over again. That is Arsenal Football Club. That is a team that is the cream of the crop. That is a team that wants to rise to the upper echelon of the Premier League. That is a team that is ready to compete. The purpose of elite sport is to compete. And who are our competitions? The Manchester Cities of this world. The Liverpools of this world. We should be able to, at the very least, compete. And we haven't competed for more than a decade, more than 2 decades. Mikel Arteta inherited a mess. Inherited a mess of playing squad. Terrible, terrible footballers without no backbone. The least we say about those players, it's not even the fault of the players. The recruitment was shambolic. Buying Mustafis of this world, buying Sid Kolashin, like these are just terrible football players. The structure of the team from top to bottom was rotten. The fans had no affinity towards the team. They had no players that they liked in the team. Maybe 1 or 2 players, the Alexis Sanchez, and 2 to 3 years of Mesut Ozil. But where is the fight? Where is the gut? Where is the workaholics? Off the top of my head, maybe Nacho Monreal. That's a player that could, maybe technically he couldn't play in this squad, but in terms of what Mikel Arteta wants, you can see he has the guts. There's a reason Mikel Arteta has still kept Rob Holding. Could have let him go. He's still in the squad because he is committed. He might not be a great player. He might not be the most technical of footballers, but his commitment was never in doubt. And that is the appreciation of our coach. I'm sorry, of our manager, because Mikel Arteta is the manager of Arsenal Football Club. His job is not just to coach the players. He came in with a plan and told the board, we need to restructure the entire team, not just the playing squad. We need to create a connection between the fans and the players. That was lost. I love almost the entire squad we have right now. Even the players that are not playing to the level, to the standard we have right now, the Sambi Lokongas. I still like him. I still cut him some slack because I know that the standard has been set. The bar has been raised to the highest possible bar. Now, we're operating like an institution that we're supposed to be. And that is all because we have a manager who might be the next big thing. That is the truth. We have a manager who knows what he needs from the team. He asks a very poignant question: the journey or the destination? What is more important? So people will say the journey, because you're planning along the way, stepwise planning. You have an instructions of how you want to do things, but the destination is winning the Premier League titles, competing in the Champions League, and trying to win the first Champions League in our history. A team as big as Arsenal, we don't have one Champions League title. That is sad. But the most important thing is the company. The company is the connection between the fans. The connection that endears the fans to the club. It was lost. It was broken. This was a continuous theme where Mikel Arteta talks about we don't have the connection with our fans. COVID affected the connection we're trying to have with our fans. And we can see it now. For the first time in a long, long time, we love Arsenal again. We'll have smiles on our face. The owners didn't care for a long time because football, as we know, is like every other business. But what is unique about this kind of business is you make money regardless. Because the fanaticism in football means you're going to make money regardless. People are going to buy merchandise regardless. People are going to come to game days regardless. People say, oh, you go to Etihad, you go to Emirates, you see empty seats. Yeah, but those empty seats are paid for. They're still making their money. People are still going to the cafeteria to eat burgers and drink Coke. The money is still being made. They're still selling jerseys. They're still selling merchandise. The scarves, people are still buying it. So it makes owners to relax, especially when they're the owner of a very big team, and be like, as long as we're in the top four, we're making Champions League, we're getting the gate fees and the revenues from Champions League, we're fine. We don't have to compete. But Mikel Arteta came in from the very first day, from the get-go of his very first job in management, and said, we want to compete. We want to get back to winning the Premier League title. We want to get back to competing and try to win the Champions League title. He won a trophy in the first 6 months of his man. He won 2 trophies in the first 6 months of managing Arsenal Football Club. I know some people say community shield is not a trophy. It is a freaking trophy. You get to compete. If you don't win the FA Cup or the Premier League, you do not compete in the community shield. It is a freaking trophy. Or we might actually have a genius of a manager on our hands. What is important is how we move forward, how we push these players going forward, how we continue to raise the standard as a football team. Arsenal, we are by far the greatest team the world has ever seen. Manchester United tomorrow, we're going to go for it. We're going to beat them. No excuse. We go there and we win that game. No excuses. 1-0, 2-1. 13, 12, I do not care. They're coming to our ground. We have a fortress in the Emirates Stadium right now. We have the best home form in the Premier League. We have the best away form in the Premier League. We are the best team in the league by far. And we're still the youngest team in the league. So we still have a lot of growth to go through. I'll be back tomorrow from a match reaction after we beat Manchester United. And I would like to hear from you guys. Thank you so much for having me. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the video. And thank you so much once again. Goodbye. God bless.